Man, so much sports news to get to today, guys. We'll try to get into the Deontay Foreman arrest, Ezekiel Elliott getting into another incident, the Houston Rockets going up for sale, Mick Vick selling out to the man. Man, for all that and more, keep it locked here to Sports Tube.
I'll tell you, I was happy in the very town.
Yo, what up, sports fans? Man, look, this is supposed to be like the time where we stuck in sports limbo, where not a lot is going on, where we stuck with baseball, where the NBA Finals are finished, and we waiting for the start of the NFL season. But it seems like this offseason just been jam-packed with huge news, you know what I'm saying? So I thought when I took a little hiatus, it was going to be all right, but man, it's too much sports news going on. So look, let's get into it. First off, we got rookie running back Deontay Foreman getting arrested for drugs and possession of a deadly weapon in his car. Now look, a lot of people, I posted this on social media, a lot of people really don't understand, like, what is it that he's in trouble for? So I'm going to try to break it down. Look, yeah, he got arrested in Austin. He went back to Austin where he's from. He played for the Longhorns, went out there visiting a friend. Somebody on the UT campus got a call, said they smelled marijuana. They went, they checked Deontay's vehicle. So look, he had weed in the car that apparently was not his. Plus, he had a weapon that he told officers, "Look, man, I got a gun in the car that he legally possessed. He had to register with the state, which, of course, in Texas, you know, is not illegal to possess a weapon if you do it the right way, which he did. Now, the only reason that he's getting charged with possession of a weapon is because of the weed situation, which in Texas law, I'm not saying that it's right. With Texas law, if you possess weed, marijuana, which they could still consider a drug here, then you get the gun charge attached with it. So that's the only reason he's in that situation. But his lawyer said that he was not the one using the marijuana. It was his buddy. You know, it wasn't found on Deontay. It was found on the person of the friend that was with him. So look, all in all, I think he's going to get off scot-free. Nothing's going to happen to him. The lawyer said that he's willing to take a drug test to show that Deontay is not a user of marijuana, which can help him with the NFL stance as well, because we all know Roger Goodell's a dick, and he likes to hand out fines like he's fucking Salt Bay and sprinkle it all over motherfuckers. So, look, potentially nothing could come of this. It's not a big deal. I know in Houston we're really not used to guys getting in trouble with the law. It's been a long time since we had knuckleheads, and frankly, our owner don't like to have knuckleheads on the team. They want to get all these fucking choir boys that don't have nothing against them. We're definitely not like the Dallas Cowboys who signs anybody who fucking does anything. And you know, speaking of these guys, Ezekiel Elliott's in the fucking news again.
And then they expose themselves to the ladies' officer.
They expose themselves? Oh, now that ain't right.
I don't think I can just keep letting these boys get away with this stuff. You know,
Earl, my boy's too much trouble for you.
oh, no, Coach, they're just kids.
No punishment has come down for Zeke. Like, they haven't been able to pin anything on him. They're saying that maybe he may get suspended for the domestic violence charges that he had an investigation going on all last season for. But so far, nothing. So far, he's gotten off scot-free with everything, but there's just always been a ton of smoke around this dude, man. I've always said that he just seems like a serial knucklehead. Like, he's always in the news for something negative. He's an habitual line stepper. He's just consistently crossing the line. So this may be the thing to finally get him. You know, Goodell may have to finally hit him with some kind of suspension. They say that they got a call late Sunday night, early Sunday morning or whatever, at a bar where Ezekiel Elliott apparently punched the DJ. So I don't know, man. Just keep your nose clean, man. Stay out of fucking trouble. I don't understand what the big deal is, man. You're a young man making millions of dollars, playing for the Dallas Cowboys. Just keep your nose clean, man. We got video of Ezekiel Elliott's lawyer trying to talk to him, pretty much telling him the same thing.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
So look, man, huge bombshell news yesterday, and we got the news that the Houston Rockets are going up for sale. Rockets owner Les Alexander is putting the team up for sale, which prompted a lot of questions. And look, I know I got a lot of these questions on my social media. I realized that a lot of young people really don't realize how the selling of a huge franchise like that would go down. So look, let me answer these questions. A lot of questions that I got were, does that mean that the Rockets are moving? They're moving from Houston. Short answer, hell no. No, the Rockets are not going anywhere. So guys, don't be alarmed with this shit, man. The Rockets are here to stay. We got a lease on the Toyota Center where the Rockets play, and it's gone through 2033 or 2034, something like that. There's no reason that the Rockets would move. A lot of the questions were, okay, well, if they're for sale, who's going to buy the team? There's a short list of people that could potentially have enough money to buy this team, which includes Landry's owner and casino owner, Tillman Fertitta. I think I'm saying his name right. Fertitta sounds like some kind of Mexican dish, seafood Mexican dish, which kind of makes sense. Goes along with what he does for a living. So Tillman Fertitta. Y'all let me know if I'm saying it right. People love to correct me. I don't get a lot of praise or a lot of like, hey man, you know, great job. Most of the time people reach out to let me know when I fucked up. So this is your chance to let me know, like, hey bro, you butchering the name. Tillman, whatever his name is most likely going to be the next owner of the Houston Rockets. He was in a bidding war with Les Alexander 25 years ago, and ultimately, of course, ended up losing to Les. But now he's back in the running to get this team. He really wants. He's most likely going to get it, which I'm excited about. I would love to enjoy some scrimps and some lobster along while I'm watching the Rockets get beat by the Warriors. So, bring it on. Somebody else that tweeted yesterday, though, Paul Wall. Paul Wall said that he shows interest in buying the Rockets. Paul Wall definitely doesn't have enough money to buy the Rockets, so he would definitely have to go in with the team of investors, which prompted a hilarious Facebook post by somebody that I follow. Man, I wish I would have screenshotted it to say this so I could give them credit for it, but they asked, what do you think if all the Houston rappers got together, put all their money together, and bought the Rockets? Which someone commented, and it was like, yeah, they'd still be $1.7 billion short. Which is true as fuck. Like, yeah, you can get all the Houston rappers you want. Like, they're going to be well short. Like, not dissing any of them at all, because I don't have enough money to compare with any of them, so I can't talk too much shit. But I can throw in some Monopoly money. But, yeah, man, don't worry. Like, the Houston rappers will not be buying the Houston Rockets. They would make for live-ass halftime shows if that were to happen, and I would love it, you know, but it's not gonna happen. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I want to buy the Houston Rockets. So, as I said, I don't have the money at all, you know, but I got the heart. I got the passion to really want to do great things for the city and for this team. So, this is my plea to you, Houston and SportsTube fans. Y'all know how much I love the city of Houston. This is supposed to be a national show, but all I do is talk about Houston. That's got to count for something. So I'm asking you guys, please, help me. Help me buy the Rockets. Started a GoFundMe page. I want you guys to please donate whatever you can. Everything you can. There's roughly 4.5 million people here in Houston. I'm gonna need every Houstonian to donate $100 or $1,000. I'm not good at math either, guys. It's not one of my strong points. What I bring to the table is pure passion. Don't ask me to do too much else. But I promise you, as the Houston Rockets owner, I can make a few promises that will improve the Rockets season and your Rockets going experiences. One of the things, very frustrated by the parking situation by the Toyota Center. And you drive around, the closer you get to the stadium, the parking lots want to charge more and more each time you go. You may find a slot that's $20. The closer you get, it's $30, $40. If you want to park right across the street, it's $50. So what I pledge to do as the new owner of the Houston Rockets is cut out all the guesswork. You will no longer be surprised by the changing prices of the parking spaces. Every spot will be $50. No more guesswork. I didn't say I was going to make it cheaper. I just said you won't be surprised anymore by the totals of the parking spots. So that's what I plan to do for you guys. Another thing that I plan to do is I will make James Harden play defense if I am the Houston Rockets owner. Hey, I'll make him play defense, man. I will tell him that he cannot do this anymore. He loves to do this. He can't do it unless he makes a badass defensive play. We know the boy loves to stir it up. So, hey, that's my thing. That's what I'll do. I'm giving back to the city, man. I'm going to make our superstar play on both ends of the court. So, look, please pledge to my GoFundMe page. Make me the new owner of the Houston Rockets. Thank you in advance, guys. As your new owner of the Rockets, I thank you. So, look, in other news, keeping with Houston sports real quick, we'll touch on the Correa injury for a second. Correa is said to be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks from re-injuring his thumb in last night's game against Seattle. Look, man, to be honest, yeah, it's a huge blow. Correa's like the heart and soul of this team. He's one of the top young players in the entire baseball league. So, yeah, it's a huge loss, man. But at the same time, we got such a huge lead and a huge cushion in the MLB right now, specifically in our division. No one's going to catch us. We're going to the playoffs, so he's going to be well. He's going to be ready for the playoffs. Not only do we have a huge cushion within the league, we got it on this roster. You know, the Astros roster is great. So we got people that can step in, that can fill that role, that can play. Marwin Gonzalez is going to take over as shortstop. We thought he would go to third and let Bregman play shortstop, but hey, man, we'll let Marwin do his thing. Like I said, we got people that can make up for it. So all in all, Houston fans, don't worry, we'll be all right. I still think that this team, this is our year, 2017. Houston Astros will win the World Series. I know it's not really a hot take by saying it. We're the best team in baseball right now, so I'm not expecting praise at the end of the year when it comes out to be true, but I absolutely am sticking to the guns and saying I believe that the Houston Astros will be the champions this year. In other news, man, this whole Michael Vick, Colin Kaepernick situation, man, Michael Vick sold out to the man. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's crazy. Look, me along with us, I'm sure a lot of other people that's watching this, Mike Vick was my hero growing up, man. Mike Vick was somebody, the Michael Vick experience. You know, he was somebody that stepped on the field and just electrified every time, man. Just crazy. One of the best pure athletes that the world has ever seen. So, look, man, I'm saddened to hear him put himself out like this and say these crazy, ridiculous things. But, man, just like anybody, when people are human, people are always going to disappoint. So for me to say, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Michael Vick, doesn't mean that I agree with his stance on every single thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to have free will to choose whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So, look, yeah, I do not agree with Michael Vick on his stance on Colin Kaepernick, saying that Kaepernick needs to change up his image to be more appealing and maybe he'll be signed on the NFL roster. Now, of course, it seems like Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed by the NFL because of his stance on the American flag and kneeling in protest for Black Lives Matter. Look, we haven't touched on that and we're not going to now either, but I will say that it is extremely idiotic and moronic that people still talk about Colin Kaepernick in a negative way on his protest and kneeling, and still have yet to talk about the issue on which he was protesting against. They'd rather be like, oh yeah, Kaepernick is such a bad person for doing it. I can't believe that he would do this against the American flag, blah, 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 but ignoring what he's actually protesting. It's crazy, man. We live in a very backwards society right now. But look, doesn't excuse Mike Vick. So basically, what Mike Vick is saying, that he believes what Colin Kaepernick did by not standing up for the flag is equal to his felony charges with his cruelty to animal charges. Which is absolutely absurd, Mike Vick. Like, you needed to change your image. That was out of necessity. You are a convicted felon. Colin Kaepernick has done absolutely nothing wrong. If anything, Colin Kaepernick has been the model citizen. He's given so much back to his community. So many things that, I mean, you can Google all of his charitable works. Colin Kaepernick has been amazing. He definitely deserves to be on an NFL roster. I know, yeah, he hasn't been the Colin Kaepernick from his Super Bowl run with the 49ers, but he's still been a very productive quarterback, much better than some guys that are on NFL rosters right now, serving in backup roles. So it's absolutely no reason Colin Kaepernick should not be signed by an NFL team, but by Michael Vick's reasons or standards of why he's not signed is moronic. So Mike Vick, you definitely do deserve the dunk the other day, which Charlamagne over at the Breakfast Club gave you, and you got a touch, man. I hate to see it. I hate to say it about you, brother, but it is what it is. But look, man, we're gonna get out of here. As always, I love and appreciate you guys for tuning in each week. Join up for the Fantasy Football League. Hit me up on Twitter, SportsTubeTim. Same thing on Instagram. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.